What's going on, everybody out there? Make sure my microphone is up. This is Prince Dice coming to you guys live. Haven't been live for a while. This is my time to get a chance to talk to you guys, say hey, and all of the good stuff, and appreciate you guys. I'm gonna talk about, as you guys can see in the description box and the title, I'm gonna talk about my four biggest mistakes, not biggest, but four mistakes that I've seen that I made and that I learned. I won't say the mistakes, it's just lessons learned in business. I know it's about midnight on the East Coast, but I'm here in Hawaii. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, comment button, share button, all the other great stuff. But you know what I'm gonna do? Since I only got one email to go over, right? If you guys want to send me emails that you want to see me talk about live here, send them to Ask Prince. It's in the description box. ASK Prince, PRINCE, at royalfinancials.com, and I'm going to answer them live right here and there. You know what? Half the time I don't even pre-read them. Well, I pretty much don't pre-read them. I just let you guys see the live reaction, all of the cool stuff. But okay. Well, I got two here. Okay. All right. Selling stocks. This come from Kyle Brown. Kyle Brown talking about selling stocks. He says, "Good morning, Prince. My grandfather brought me some stock." Okay, make sure. I'm kind of illiterate, so please bear with me. "My grandfather brought some stock in my daughter's name with me as a custodian. She is a young adult and would like to sell it and cash out. Can you please advise me on what our steps would be to sell and cash out? Thank you." Now, congratulations. That was very awesome of your grandfather of buying stock for your daughter, Kyle Brown. I don't know where you're from, but thank you for writing me. But the first question you must ask is, where did your grandfather buy the stock? Did he buy them on E-Trade? Did he buy them on stock? Whatever site. Which, since he's your grandfather and he bought them probably, I'm guessing, a long time ago, he probably had a broker. And back in that day, nowadays we have online brokers like E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Scottrade, and the list goes on. Back in that time, you had to go to a stockbroker and say, "Hey, I want to purchase this particular stock." And that stockbroker was the one that went out and got that particular stock. So the first question is, you got to find out, where are the stocks that your dad brought them in? I'm pretty sure if you're the custodian, you have a company name or something. Find that name, contact that company, and ask where those stocks are. Once you have them, since your daughter is now a young adult and you are the custodian of the account, it should be no problem whatsoever to liquidate that account. Liquidate meaning to sell those particular stocks, whatever you probably have. I think that's all you asked me. Can you please advise me on what to do? Would it be to sell it and cash it out? Now, Kyle, you got to ask yourself, what is the purpose? Your grandfather brought these particular stocks, right? Now you got to ask yourself the question, do you need the money? If you're just like, "Hey, I just want to take the money and run with the wind, to give it to my daughter as a graduation present, let her run with the wind," that's one thing. If you're looking for, "Hey, I want to sell these stocks, but I want to reinvest it into something else," you can do that. Maybe you can take the stocks. Maybe you can go in and look at more particular stocks to buy and reinvest her money up under your account. You can liquidate that account. Now, be mindful. If you liquidate that account, you could be creating, or you will create a, depending on what type of account it is. If it's just a regular brokered account, you will create a tax event, meaning that if you go in there, let's say if you pull out $30,000 and you get the money into your hands, then you end up paying tax at the end of the year, because they're going to say, "Hey, this was a capital gains." Unless he had this in some type of trust fund, or unless it was in some type of insurance policy, unless this was some type of Roth IRA, or some type of, maybe it was a 529 plan, an old college fund. If it's not something like that, if he just had a regular brokerage account, a custodian account, and made it for your daughter and gave it to you, you be mindful. But I will say, first, consult with a tax expert or CPA to make sure you're not creating a tax event, because you may have the possibility of rolling it over into another investment instrument. Maybe you can start her a Roth IRA. You can roll it out of this account. You can roll it out of this account, roll it straight into a Roth IRA for her or an investment vehicle for her that will not create a tax advantage. If you liquidate, if you take the money out, you could be creating a tax advantage. But I don't know what type of account your grandfather had. I don't know if it was a Roth IRA or something that was old school or whatever the case may be. But if he just opened up a brokerage account and he brought stock and you go in and sell it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to create a tax event. Yes, you're going to get that money now and you're going to be fine. But at the end of the year, that brokerage company is going to probably send you a 1099 saying, hey, this person liquidated and we gave them $10,000, $15,000, $5,000, $500, whatever the case may be, in cash. And now that goes against you. That could be considered, whatever the difference is, it could go against you as a capital gain, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, but it's different laws out there for minors and stuff like that. It can be given away as a, it can be given away. You have a gift tax, stuff like that. It's all little integrals of there about a tax event, but I don't know enough. But if it was me, if I didn't need the money, I would take it and I would reinvest it for my son and my daughter into another investment instrument that I would best suit. But you may need the money. I don't know what your time horizon is. You may say, hey, I want to take this money and she's going to college next year. I want to use it for college. That would change everything. If she's already financially stable, then she's looking to go 5, 10 years. You're looking like, hey, when she becomes older, I want to start her a retirement account. You can do that. You can take it, reinvest it. It's so much things, but I need to know, what is your time horizon, what type of account it is, all that stuff like that. I hope that helped you, Kyle, all right? And the second question came in from, I love you guys' email too. I read every last one of them. And I read all your comments and I comment back to all comments just about when I can. Some of you guys say something crazy. Come on. I'm not going to pay that no attention. Profanity, cursing, derogatory terms, whatever. I appreciate everybody's criticism. I got tough skin, whatever. I'm not going to read a message on a comment and be like, oh my God, I'm going to freak out. So some of y'all stuff is funny. Some of it's constructive. Some of it's some straight BS. If it's just straight stupid, I just straight delete it and don't even pay no attention. But if it's constructive criticism, I can give you a thumbs up. I can give you the heart button and all that good stuff. Next one is from Christopher Thompson. I don't know where Christopher Thompson is from, but thanks for writing me, right? It says, Mr. Dykes, just wanted to say thank you. I started investing this year, and your videos and tutorials on TD Ameritrade have been really helpful. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's all he said. He had no question. He just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate thank you letters too. All of the great stuff. So I really appreciate that, Christopher Thomas. I really appreciate that for you reaching out and saying thank you. I'm glad I can help in any type of way. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in and all the other great stuff. But I want to jump straight into what I'm here for. I'm gonna give you all these 4 topics. This is what I won't say was a mistake or I messed up on, but it's things that I learned along the way that I see other people make the same exact mistakes. So let me see here, because I wrote it down in my notes. Bear with me here 1 second. I wrote the topics down. All right. The first mistake, common mistake that I made, or that I see that is made, is listening to friends and family that are not in your target market. Prince, what do you mean? So for prime example, when you create something, let's take me for example, just being honest, I tell you the truth. My brother, for example, when I very first when I started Royal Financial Investment Group, I started on the Facebook page. Then I came over to YouTube. And when I started, I used to send my brother my posts and things that I would create. And he would give his feedback. He was like, I hate that. That don't look good. Whatever the case may be. I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? Doesn't make sense. This is years ago. So, and what I did was I would listen to him and I'll go back to the drawing board. Man, this doesn't make sense, or whatever the case may be. And then what I started doing was I would just put the material out anyway. You're talking about 4 or 5 years ago, coming to YouTube and social media and stuff like that, and talking about doing one of the most boringest topic in the world, finance. So when I did it, I came and you guys loved it, right? You're talking about 4 years later, you're talking about over 11,000 or something subscribers, You're talking about hundreds of watch time per day, hundreds of hours of watch time. Yes, YouTube collects watch time per day to books and to Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and podcasts, all the other great stuff that had happened. And the thing about it was my brother didn't like it, right? He would give me feedback that, hey, I don't like this, you should change this. It'd be very constructive. But the thing about it was he wasn't in my target market, meaning he wasn't you guys, the people that are tuned in that are viewing this live episode or the replay. He wasn't you guys. He didn't really care about the topic, nothing personal, but he was not in your target market. You guys loved it, and you guys showed you loved it because you hitting the like button, subscribe button, downloads and buys and whatever the case may be. So the point is, the number one mistake was talking to people that are not in your target market. It's natural to, when you create something, that you talk to someone who's near you. Say, for example, if you was a clothing designer and you was making clothing for kids, it's natural when you make a design that you talk to your buddy. Hey, mom, what do you think of this shirt? Or hey, brother, or hey, sister, cousin, co-worker, whatever. What do you think of this shirt I made? Your co-worker, I don't like it. Oh, well, I like these type of clothes, or blah, blah, blah. And you may be like, wow. So you go back and redesign when that design that you made could be perfect, because that design, you probably made this for 13-year-old kids. Your coworkers are 40, 50, grandma 60. You're asking them for their opinion? No. Listen, find someone in your target market and ask them. So one of the biggest mistakes is you usually ask people close to you, brother, dad, whatever the case may be, and they're not really looking at the product itself. They're looking at you. You're their little brother, their little cousin, their goofy coworker, their goofy friend, and now they're looking at you trying to, I don't know, do whatever you're doing, and they have this preconceived perception of you already. So when they see you doing something, it's a little bit hard to understand. But the public, they really don't care who you are. They're going by the particular product. So go to your target market, find people who are interested in doing what you're doing, and run your ideas by them, not by your close friends and family. Even though they love you, they're not going to steer you wrong. They're going to give you their opinion, but they're not in your target market. Because let's take my brothers for example. If it wasn't me, they probably would have never watched the video or watched YouTube videos like this. So they're not in your target market. So that's one of the things that I take away. Talk to people and get advice from people in your target market. Who are you targeting? Go to them. Second thing, emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. So emotions, right? The second biggest mistake is nothing personal. It's just business. You always hear that terminology, nothing personal. It's just business. And that's the farthest from the truth. In business, you'll meet a lot of people that are, the higher up you go, the smaller the circle is. You'll meet a lot of people that will flake on you. You'll meet a lot of fake people, a lot of phony people, a lot of people who got alternative motives, a lot of people who, when you meet them in person, they say, hey, you're awesome, you're great, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, I'm going to do this for you, give me a phone call, do this, to do that. Then the person flakes on you. Because when you left, you felt so good about it. This person was so genuine. And then you send them the email or you give them a phone call, you never hear back from them. You're wondering, man, what happened? I thought I did perfect. I thought I did perfect. I seen everything about it. You know what I mean? And what happened? And that person could have just been a fake person, could have been a phony person, could have not followed through what they do. But you get a lot of that in business, but you can't take it personal. You can't take what somebody say or do personal, because later on, just because it didn't go the way you wanted it at this particular time, it doesn't mean that it's not going to go that way in the future. So this year, you may want somebody to invest into you, and that person may not invest into you. Don't take it personal and be like, he didn't want to invest in me. Man, I'm going to show him or prove him wrong. Forget him, blah, blah, blah. You just probably wasn't a good investment at that time. Maybe that particular investor already had other investments going on. So what you need to do is be patient. Hey, the person didn't like it. I called them, whatever. A year or two down the line, that investor may be watching you and say, that's a good idea. I want to get on board now. Now that particular person may want to get on board with your idea. But if you acted out 2 or 3 years ago, screw you, F you, I know you, blah, blah, you let your emotions get the best of you, you could potentially lose and invest in the future. So if somebody flake on you, say something, whatever, just leave your emotions out of it. It's just business, right? So leave your emotions out of it. And how that relates to me is that I've had situations to where I've had people do exactly that. Say good stuff, and you send them an email, they never reply, or they never respond to the phone call, or whatever. They don't follow in on their end. Everything sounded good, it felt good. They don't respond on their end. When they don't respond on their end, you take it personal. Man, what? I'm genuine, I'm real, I'm honest. I was going to do this. This person didn't do this. This is your baby. This is your livelihood. This is everything you put all your energy into it. And this person just flakes on you. You have a tendency to want to take it personal. But I'm telling you to take it from me. Don't take it personal. It's just business. Move on, because that person 9 times out of 10 may come back to you. All right. Third thing. Move in silence. You heard about this all the time, right? People talk about things before they happen. And what I mean by that is you want to create a podcast or a YouTube channel or merchandise or whatever the case may be. And you're like, hey, guys, you talk to someone, right? And now you go out and tell everybody, guys, guess what? This is going to happen. Such and such is going to come on my show, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or whatever the case may be. And then let's say something falls through. Now you look like you lost face credibility to people, because people was like, wow, I was listening to you. I was watching you, right? So don't talk about it. Make it happen first. Once it happens, then you let everybody know. For prime example, as you grow and you become bigger and bigger, more moving pieces are involved in things that were so small and minute. Let's say, for example, when you very first start out with a food truck or a YouTube channel or a podcast, it's just you. You go in, you record, you turn the camera on, you hit the record button, you hit the submit button, boom, video's done. Now you grow to where, now let's say if you got a producer, now you have a co-host, now you have a guest, now you're doing it on a different platform. Now you have to worry about your producer showing up on time. You got to make sure your schedule is on time, making sure your co-host schedule is on time. They don't get sick, they don't flake out or whatever. Then you got to make sure your interviewer is on time. Then you got a camera guy. Then you have a production team. You got to make sure all these pieces go into line for you to do something. And if one of those pieces fall out, the whole operation goes kaboom. So if you go out there, for example, and you say, guys, guess what? I got this brand new guest. They said they're going to come on. They're going to be here Friday morning. Man, I can't wait to get this person. You tell everybody. Everybody's like, wow, congratulations. You're doing such great things. Friday come around, the person shoots you a text message, or they flake on you completely. Everybody's looking at you. Hey, what happened? Where did this person go? This person, now you kind of wonder what happened, right? Now you lost face value to maybe your clients or your friends or whatever business partner. They look at you somebody they can't take serious, because at the end of the day, they're not going to blame on the person that was supposed to do something. They don't know who's going on. They know who you are. So what I would recommend doing, make it happen first. Don't talk about, I'm about to get the deal, because you may go negotiate a deal and it may not go down. You was supposed to go do this at this event. It may not go down. Now it doesn't go down. Who does it look bad on? No, go do the event, get the deal, get everything you're going to do, then talk about it. Because you can go, everything can look perfect, sign. You can just need to go up there and sign the paper. You get there to stroke that pen, something doesn't add up, something doesn't look right. Guess what? Deal's gone. Who looks like the bad guy? You went and told everybody you got a deal. Now you don't have a deal. Now people look at you, can lose face credibility. So move in silence. Make sure everything happens first, then talk about it if you can. Now, if you can't do that, then I'm sorry about that. Number 4, it's a difference between when you know people and people know you. It's pretty easy to say we all know Warren Buffett, right? We all know Oprah Winfrey. We all know who Michael Jordan is. List goes on. So, Prince, what do you mean by that? So a lot of times, let's say you work at a job. You work at, Coca-Cola, Fortune 500 company, whatever the case may be. You're working at this company, and of course, by you working at this company, you know high-ranking people. The CEO, maybe you may know of them, you know their name or whatever the case may be. And you may be like, hey, I know this person. This person stops by my desk every now and then. This person shoots me email. I know these people. Okay, that's great. It's the difference between when a person knows you. Because if you took that same person and you was to ask them for a favor that was going to benefit you, would they do it? Can you call this person up on the phone and get a favor? Can you call this person up on the phone and get them to come to your house or to do a show or to come to your event or to do something to help you out, help promote you, something like that or whatever? If you can't, that means that that person doesn't know you. You just know them. So some people have a good job somewhere and they see someone, they be like, wow, this person's so nice to me. I know them. No, you just have a job. If you just lost that position, they have another face in there. They're not going to, that supervisor, that CEO is not going to call you and do this and do that. In most cases, unless they know you. But a lot of times people, they go to a meeting or they may get somewhere and they may like, oh, I know this person. It's a difference when someone knows you because they have your phone number. They email you. They reach out to do something for you. They get you special access to come do something. They put their name next to you, for example, right? So let's take some of the celebrities you guys have seen on this show so far, right? They know who I am. Evidently, they know who I am because they wouldn't be on the show if they didn't know who I was, right? I know Oprah Winfrey. I know who Warren Buffett is. I know who Mark Zuckerberg is, right? But do they know me? No. If I want to get them to come onto this show or to get them to do something like that, I don't have their personal cell phone number to make them do that or whatever the case may be. So I don't know them. But some people, just because they work at a position or something like that, it's a difference. And some people get their feelings hurt. You don't know a person unless they really come out along and do something for you. And you really get to find out who people really are and who's riding on your team when you ask them for something, right? And you can't get mad because some people, a lot of you guys email me, people email me all the time. You got to be very careful because a lot of people that are out there that are coming around you when you're successful, when you're doing things or whatever, some people come around you don't have good intentions. They're coming to steal something from you. They're coming to, they want to take something from you. They want to get something from you. They're plotting on you or whatever the case may be. That's why you have to watch yourself. And I don't know what your religious beliefs are, whatever your spirituality is, don't even matter. But you have to stay connected and to be guided and have good mentors and keep good people around you, right? So it's a difference between when somebody know you and when you know somebody. I know who Ellen DeGeneres is. I know who Steve Harvey is, but they don't know who I am, right? So since they don't know who I am, what I mean by that is I can't text them and call them and they come do something for me. But some of these other people that you've seen on the show, some of the other people that you've seen or taking pictures or whatever you've seen, they ever didn't know who I am. So that's the difference between the networking. So you're networking, don't get hyped on because you know somebody. Be cognizant of they know who you are. Just because you go to somewhere and you hear someone speak and they was nice to you or whatever the case may be, you leave the event, you call them, or you leave the meeting, you call them, they don't pick up. They don't return your phone call. They don't respond to your text message. You ask them to do something for you, they don't do it because you don't know them, right? So that goes back to rule number 2. Keep it don't take it personal. Just say, hey, maybe it's not, the time's not now. Maybe I got to grow someone. So those are the 4 things I learned. Number 1 was don't ask your close people just because they're close to you. Hey, what do you think about this? Pay attention to your target market. Something that we all know. The second thing is when you're going to do something, move in silence, right? Wait till it happens. Then talk about it. Made that mistake before. Hey, this person said they're going to do this. The person flakes. The person don't do what they're supposed to do. I look like crap, right? The thing is when you're networking, just because you've seen somebody that was nice to you, don't mean that they know who you are. You know who they are. Do they know who you are? Will they do something for you? Can you get them on the phone, not for your job, to do something, do something completely that's going to benefit your interests, right? So That's the difference between when you know somebody and somebody knows you. So anyway, that should be it. I answered the emails. Those are my 4. Did I go over the other 2? I think I missed one. Yeah, emotions. Leave your emotions out of it. I know what it feels like, especially when you're passionate about something. This is your baby. This is what you want to do. And somebody disrespects it, or don't put no respect on your name, or don't give you anything, or don't help you out, or whatever the case may be. It's easy to make them go, man, F this, man. Don't take it personal. Okay, hey, maybe that person don't like it. Maybe what you got sucks, and they just don't want to tell you. Or maybe they will tell you. So, or they think you suck as a person. They don't like you. Whatever. Don't take it personal. Because 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years down the line, they may come back and call you a genius because they couldn't see what you was doing before. So don't take nothing personal. Leave your emotions out of it. It's just business. But anyway, guys, I think that's about it. Drop me some comments below. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share button. I'm going to keep pushing. I got things I'm going to do. I ain't going to tell you about what I got going on unless it's done. I mean, some of you guys know what I got going on. Since it's already done, I'm not talking about what's going to happen. It's going to happen. What already has happened. You guys know my author. Some of you guys already read my first book. I already know real fans going to be watching this long. This is my second book. I'm launching a book. Wesley Learns About Credit. Teaching kids about credit. This is my second book. This thing came out amazing. If you love my first book, the world's first investment book for children, teaching kids about investing. 2 years ago, I released that book. Here is year 2. I'm coming out with the second one come June. You know, of course, it's going to be everywhere, Amazon, Barnes, whatever. We're doing a book release June 3rd down in Hawaii. So if you want to come out here to Honolulu, Hawaii, to iHeartMedia, we're doing a book release. We're going to be signing them. We're going to have, it's going to be an amazing event. My first time ever doing something like this, pushing it into 2017. But that's one thing. You guys stay tuned. I got a whole lot of stuff going on. I keep busy, but you guys keep following me. You guys keep me high energy. I'm putting up whatever I can do to learn, teach you guys. I'm bringing on better guests, industry experts. This is not my best friend or my cousin or some person down the street who read a book or 2. I'm getting the industry experts coming to you guys. Where can you hear that from? Wall Street execs, hedge fund manager, billion-dollar hedge fund manager, $1 billion fund manager, people who've been there, done that, and got the stripes to prove it, coming in and talking to you guys. But anyway, guys, my name is Prince Dykes. This is the Investor Show. Y'all, oh, you see, I'm trying to get a little fancy, you know. I couldn't cover the whole wall. I'm getting there, you know. Kind of balling on the budget a little bit, but it's gonna grow. It's gonna get there. But hey, that's the Investor Show. My name is Prince Dykes. Until the next video, you guys already know what to do. Peace. Be safe, and I'm out. Thank you.